Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where yes, we are checking Zilliqa again because there have been a lot of new developments and huge updates, so I think you may be interested in this. But also there has been quite a lot of volatility when it comes to the Zilla token, so we will check out the price charts in the second half as well. And in this video I will try to put timestamps in the YouTube video so you can easily skip to which part you want. And just before we start, I would really appreciate if you would smash the like button to help me with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for doing so, and let's get into the video. So first of all, we will check the major updates from the last couple of weeks. They are emphasizing that Zilliqa related stories cumulatively received more than 15 billion visits, which is pretty much double the population of this planet, so that's quite a lot. And that may be also because there has been a launch of Zilliqa Capital earlier in March, which is the investment arm of Zilliqa aimed at identifying promising disruptive ventures with the potential of building on Zilliqa's blockchain, so that's great for Zilliqa's future for sure. And also pretty big update, they've been integrated with the Binance Smart Chain, so holders of ZIL token can now utilize BEP20 ZIL on the Binance Smart Chain DeFi ecosystem, with also a liquidity pool launched on PancakeSwap in the end of March. And also comparing to the last month where Zilliqa grew immensely in the total value locked in February of over 47 million US dollars. Last month in March it actually grew even more, and a couple of weeks ago at the time of writing of this article it's been sitting at just under 190 million US dollars, so quite a huge growth in Zilliqa, in ZIL swap. And also there has been a first cross-chain transaction end-to-end on the Polynet bridge testnet, so also quite a big achievement for the new Polynet bridge. But I expect more news in the upcoming newsletter for April. And also another big news is the scam token, which was introduced as a new anti-fraud measure to protect the community from fraud, so we will check out this in more detail just in a second. And maybe fueling this immense growth could have been the appearance of the co-founder of Zilliqa, Max Cantelia, on a YouTube video explaining NFTs, which you can also check out here. By the way, I will put this link to this article in the video description. And now let's take a closer look to the new scam token, which is really quite interesting idea, because as you may know, crypto space in general, but also internet in general, has been targeted by some scammers and phishing attacks, etc. There is already in the Ethereum community an initiative known as CryptoScamDB, which houses a database of known addresses or domains that are involved in current and or past scams. However, Zilliqa went one step further and introduced this scam token under this project, and the main aims of this project are identifying and blocking phishing websites, impersonating applications within Zilliqa's ecosystem, and also flagging addresses involved in scams, and finally authentication of Zilliqa group's Telegram admins. However, unlike the traditional CryptoScamDB, where the data is housed within a traditional database, they went for the approach of deploying 4 smart contracts to the related information, which you can see down here. And the design principle is kind of a light approach, so they are not blocking anything straight from the get-go, but they are just tagging any potential scams and phishing sites, so it will just display a warning message for the users, but they are not blocking anyone just yet because they are aware of censorship concerns, which I think it's the right step. At the start of the project, admins of the scam tracker will be restricted to certain Zilliqa team members. It's centralized, but it's just a start. However, this project is not meant for token recovery, so if you have unfortunately fallen to the scam and transferred your tokens to the scammer, you cannot recover your tokens with this project. And I found particularly interesting how the scam token works. So, because some scammers may create a Zilliqa address and use phishing techniques to trick people into transferring ZIL or other tokens to the address held by the scammer. When there is this address identified as a scam address, the scam tracker admin can proceed to mint one scam token on the scammer's address, which cannot be burned or transferred by the scammer, so it will just rest and stay on the address, and everyone on the blockchain will see that this address is a scam. Again, this scam token can be burned only by the scam tracker admins. So I think this is a very cool idea and would like to see it become more and more popular among all the blockchain. And finally, we have the announcement of Zilliqa Ambassadors program, where actually you as well can become an ambassador of Zilliqa, which has many benefits, for example free swag, networking effects, and also a direct support from Zilliqa and some nice incentivization for your hard work in helping to grow Zilliqa's network in the crypto space. So if you are interested in joining Zilliqa as an ambassador, definitely check this out. Again, the link is in the video description. And now coming to the price chart, there has been quite a lot going on recently in the past couple of weeks, and since making the last video we've unfortunately broke under this trend line over here, which if we zoom out we can see that it goes all the way back to the November 2020, and since then it has acted as a strong support. However, that's no more because we've broken under this trend line and actually also this upper resistance of this quite large price channel, and we did a huge moves down and up in the past couple of weeks. So this move down was about 50% from top to bottom just in a 6 or 7 days, so quite a violent correction. However, the upside was really sweet because we've reached almost 80% in just like 5 days. For example, today Zilliqa is up over 20% so far, so some really huge moves. And again, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see this upper resistance of this large price channel, which goes all the way back to the February of 2020, so over a year ago, and this acts as a strong trend line as well. So at the moment it looks like a false breakdown over here, and currently we are hovering above, so there is still some room for more upside in the next couple of weeks. However, if we look at the Zilliqa to Bitcoin ratio, which corresponds to how Zilliqa is moving in relation to Bitcoin, we can see that we are just touching the upper side of this price channel. So that means that we could see some correction towards the middle side of this channel, and I will show you what I mean. Because if we zoom out a little bit, we can see that from the beginning, pretty much in the March 2018, this trend line acted as a support. So we had 1, 2, 3 and 4 tags along this support until we finally break down here and pretty much stay in between those two supports in this entire period. We have also a few tags down here at the bottom resistance support, and recently we've started to have a few more tags on this upper support and also starting to break a little bit above this resistance right over here. However, it looks like the price is gaining much more momentum and it is starting to form a little bit of a triangle pattern over here, a little bit of a wedge, which could mean that there is gonna be quite a violent change in the trend. And usually this upper wedge means there is gonna be a huge spike upwards, which would mean that Zilliqa would outperform Bitcoin in a quite a big manner after a couple of years. Actually, that would be quite interesting, and I think there is quite a good possibility that we could see Zilliqa getting out of this price channel in which it has been for over 2 years now. So that would be very interesting for all the Zilliqa token holders. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, please smash the like button to help me with the YouTube algorithm to reach more people. I really appreciate that. And also you can consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be covering Zilliqa in the future for sure, so you don't miss out any future updates. With this, I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!